mastering CRM, amplifying personalized experiences and customer engagement.
I think we're short of panelists. There will be only one, as I see. But I think you will be there too? Please come. Please come. Yes. I was thinking we lost you. So we have very important topic today. It's about how to amplify your CRM and what personalization how personalization matters in modern business of iGaming and how we can engage customers more. I think and I hope that our panelists will help you to get some insights on this topic, and please welcome them. Dan, Brycan, please go to the stage. Your turn to share your insights. Okay. Microphone, yours. Okay. Take a seat, please, guys.
Hello, mic test.
Well, these guys are really good experts in the field, so I ask you, please share your experience with us and say a few words about yourself and your time in iGaming. So let's start with Dan.
Hey, everyone. So I've been in gaming for nearly 15 years now. It started off on the affiliate side, and I've eventually moved over into the software that runs gaming. And I am now the Director of Business Development at FastTrack and 𝐂𝐭𝐡. Donning the 𝐂𝐿 t-shirt now, but it's sister companies. Yeah, we've really been enjoying this show so far and looking forward to getting to this topic.
Thank you. What about you, Brycan?
Apologies for that. I was lost at the moment, but my name is Brycan Dayao. I've been in the business or iGaming industry for the past 15 years. It's good to be back in the Philippines. It's been a month since I joined Amused Group as their VP for Global Operations. So Amused, they have 5 brands in Australia, which is a big day for today because it's state of origin. But I'm here because it's SiGMA. So, yay.
We're glad to have you. So personalization is really crucial today for any business in any sphere, and in iGaming especially. Every customer wants to be recognized, to be understood, and to be treated as an individual. We don't want to be an ordinary people for some company now. So personalization is a tool how to make customers feel special. So let's delve into this topic, and my first question is, how can we use real-time player data to build an effective CRM strategy? Let's start with you, Dan.
So when it comes to real-time, it depends what that actually means to the operator. It's surprising how many operators we speak to who actually use yesterday's data for today's CRM, and that data latency has huge impacts when it comes to the engagement rates of them players. So one of the things that you could do with the real-time technologies is to catch the moment in that player when something important happens in that session. It could be that they lose X amount of money. It could be that they get an X amount of win hit. And these are the things that you should be celebrating with the players, not being really reactive the next day once they've got a bunch of liquidity in the account, and then you try and find ways of how you can monetize that. It should be in the moment within milliseconds, not hours later, or in most cases next day.
Okay, Brycan, can you add anything?
Yeah, I do agree with Dan with real-time data up to that millisecond part. I still remember the time that you have to plan for your promotions or engagement like a week's time, and the worst is actually a month's time. That's why FastTrack, I'm a fan. But now real-time data analysis is actually common and relevant for promotion and marketing, pushing those promotion real-time to customers, especially for the VIP players that you have. You don't want to waste time or the chance to miss like this person is on the zone playing and just keep pushing those promotions, and it's gonna give a lot of impact, especially with your day revenue, because now the conversation is not really monthly revenue, it's actually what happened yesterday revenue and how are you going to improve it. With real-time data, it actually like plays a lot to improve that with marketing, even for customer service. Like, you know, if ever that there's like a real-time error as well, you can correct it right away. Go ahead, Ed.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head there. It enables you to have a real-time conversation with the player, not just a one-sided marketing message, hoping that it's going to hit and convert.
That is very true.
Thank you. Let's touch upon the AI subject. It was very hot last year. It's a little bit cooler this year, but it's still on the edge. Do AI and machine learning have a place in CRM?
Simple answer, yes. First of all, it allows hyper-personalization at scale. So there's one thing being able to personalize to 1,000 players, which could be done manually with some effort. But then if you scale that to 10,000, 100,000, that micro-personalization then ends up to be mail blasting to 3,000, 4,000 player segments. So the use of AI and machine learning can allow you to really target players as long as you've got the right segmentation tools. And yeah.
Definitely, the short answer is yes as well. The previous speaker, Marcus from Google, I love the way he discussed everything. It was like a summary of what we're going to be talking about. But he mentioned there that, you know, the AI data or the whatever data is the machine is actually receiving, it will actually like fuel the marketing effort that we will be going to do. With the help of AI and machine learning, the work of a one department can be done by a machine already. Like before, you need your BI team, you need your data analyst, but now because of AI and the availability of machine learning, it's just right away for every department, whatever department you have in the iGaming.
Yeah, even the ability to be able to accurately profile players, it leads for the space of being able to be very proactive with your customer engagements. Again, going back to stepping away from that reactive mode, and it's something that should be included and is available. And it's just all about finding out which is the right tech stack and technology for your organization.
Thank you. What about sorry, forgot what I was thinking about. You gave me one idea and I lost the track of the conversation. Okay, no, thank you so much. What about manual and full automation thing? I know I am personally familiar with the CRM. It takes a lot of time to make all the settings to organize very effective marketing campaign. Is there a shift from manual settings in CRM to the full automation? And do operators have to prepare to this shift?
Yes, there's quite a significant shift when it comes to working in a manual way, whether that be working in lists, CSV uploads, manual Q&A, manual distribution and execution. Going to a fully automated solution, there's huge changes. And that just doesn't stop at the technology and the software that you're using, going from either paper-based or using Excel to an all-in-one platform where all the communication channels are all API'd in and talking to each other. It's a great move, but one of the things that a lot of operators, I feel, miss during that strategic change is making sure that they are equipped on a skill set level internally. Because if a CRM team are used to working in a manual way, and then you replace and shift and push this technology onto the team, then sometimes it actually has a negative effect. And it's what we do at FastTrack is to actually enable and shape the team to be able to utilize and harness such a technology at their fingertips. And without both of them working together to get the business ready for this consumption of technology, then it actually slows the business down because they no longer can work as fast or as scalable as what they were doing unless we prepare the team for those changes.
The question is, are we ready, or are we going there for the automation and then versus manual, right? That's why I'm a fan of FastTrack, because they're already there. And
Me too.
the quick answer to this is, if you want to automate everything with CRM, you go with FastTrack. Like they're the best in the business at the moment. But the problem with a lot of with the conversation in having a SaaS subscription based from an independent group of casinos is always the security, is always the data security, which actually was mentioned. And the challenge in building your own private AI and private machine learning is it is expensive. It is very, very expensive. But good thing about VMware, I think if you guys are in the AI, this is one thing that you can actually take away in this talk, is VMware actually partnered with Intel, IBM, with a private AI that you don't really need to buy your GPUs, that you don't really need to buy a lot of stuff, and they actually packaged it, and then it's going to be private. So you can actually build your own machine learning. You can build your own AI language without spending a lot with their GPUs and with those all tech things that you need to have. But definitely, it will always take time because we're not yet there that it's instant. You still have to build it. But now it's cheaper. From the past 2 months that I actually found about the technology of VMware, which is called private AI. So the answer is yes. But it's just a matter of maybe 1 or 2 years, everyone will be integrating AI and machine learning with their CRM, because if not, it's going to be difficult for them. Manually, doing the marketing, pushing the marketing, it's going to be difficult for them, especially in the next 2 years.
And the speed will be different, right?
Yeah.
Agreed. And when you think about CRM, and I think everyone's been talking about this for years and years, to deliver great CRM, you need to deliver the right messages at the right time over the right channel, and that is the holy grail of CRM. And the inclusion of ML and AI allows you to do that a lot easier, a lot cheaper, and a lot faster. And it's definitely a great way forward for the whole topic.
Any customer engagement tools, any personalization tools you can speak about today? Can you share any information on that?
So, I don't want this to sound like a pitch, but we do have a really cool solution.
But I have to agree with that. I saw your platform and the way and FastTrack as a whole.
I'd like to hear the details.
I have to agree. You guys are the standard at the moment.
I'll try and say this as neutral as possible. So we have an AI model called the Singularity model, and what that allows any operator to do is to be able to do exactly what I just said before, message the right players at the right time over the right channel, by using the right, by behavioral profiling each player. It allows you not just to hyper-target a certain segment of a small number of players, but work on a user ID to user ID level. So you could, for instance, build a Friday reactivation campaign, a very basic campaign, that would take a typical CRM team or a CRM guy 3, 4, 5 minutes to do in a platform. And you would have maybe 8 different variants of content that would be available to the player base that you're targeting and the segment. Maybe 4 different variants of content blocks, 8 different styles of bonuses with different variants in between. There may be 3 different channels, so WhatsApp, Telegram, email. And then you could choose right time or smart time of day. Now, with something that's took 3 or 4 minutes to set up within the platform, you have nearly 8,000 different variants of that very basic Friday reactivation campaign. So no matter what IP address that you're logging in from or what games you've previously played. With the sake of 3 minutes, you've got 8,000 different variants of a campaign that could be hyper-personalized for many different players. And that's the power of the singularity model.
That's amazing, but how do you track errors?
How do I track?
Mistakes, errors?
So when it comes to errors, obviously most errors come from human error. And when you're using a solution that basically overtakes the human element of that, which is AI and machine learning, you can go through a seamless Q&A process. So it becomes actually impossible to put anything live in front of your customers that could either go against regulations or anything like that. So if you've got the right platform in place, there is no room for errors. It's non-negotiable. By the time something reaches the end user, it should be non-negotiable that it should be error-free.
Thank you. Brycan?
How can I beat 8,000 personalization, right?
Within 3 minutes.
Within 3 minutes, the timeline. So I'll go back to reality because these guys are living in the future, and the majority of the iGaming and sportsbook world is not yet there. So how do we do it? We still batch them in segments. Don't laugh, but it's still happening. So you do have different type of players. You have your casual players, you have your VIP players, you have your seasonal players, you have your social gaming players, and your light players. So it's different for every profile that how we offer. So like for your regular players, you just remind them as much as you can that you have running promotions for this slots, for this sportsbook, you have the best odds and everything. For VIPs, you have to give them the world, like as much as possible. Even if they're not playing, you just have it just needs to be there. Okay, it just needs to be parked there. For social gaming, they play because their mates play. So you have to have a lot of tournaments with your gaming. You have maybe you have fantasy sport as well that is included in your site. So that can help. And yeah, those are the personalization currently in the present world. But I'm very, very looking forward in that 8,000 personalization, like Netflix. They're actually doing it already. But the challenge for Netflix is you're gonna be seeing the same thing, right? But at the end of the day, there's a surprise option button that maybe you can actually explore with other promotions as well. So a lot of conversations regarding this, especially with the future of CRM.
Dan, how do you build profiles in FastTrack? Maybe some specific profiles you can describe for us.
Yeah, so I mean, you can have churn prediction models, VIP models, growth into VIP models, birthday campaigns, NRC to NDC campaigns. And when we start looking at that data, even when it comes to, now, even going back to the start, when you look at CRM and you think about how to move a player from point A to point B to point C, it's very easy to do if you've got an unlimited budget. Players will move wherever the money is. Now, it's all about making sure that we can look after number one, which is us, the operators. And how can we do that in an intelligent way where we can not only engage the players, but making sure that we're looking after the P&L of the business. So by having effective CRM strategies in place, having that personalization to move those players and to be able to share budget around to make sure that you're more effective with the players that are going to affect your NGR more than the players that are going to come in and spend $10, 20 euros, whatever it may be. And it's all about making sure that you've got the right toolkit to work smarter, not harder.
Thank you. Brycan, do you have anything to add about profiles? Maybe specific profiles inside VIPs?
You have your moody players and your non-moody players. No, for real. When it comes to VIP, it's VIP. It's different treatment for every VIP players as much as possible. That is where you want to spend your budget. I still remember that because I worked in the gray market in the past, and I still remember this this treat that we needed to do for a VIP player. I needed to go to Bali because it's a gray market. He doesn't have a name. He doesn't have I don't have any details. I just have an email address that I needed to email and trust that he will be there. And I flew straight to Bali, and good thing he's there. And we spent like a week, and just splurge, and in return, he spent a lot more than what we spent. So there are VIPs like that you need to woo them personally, and there are VIPs that just crediting promotions and bonuses are enough already, and they are like low profile. So I think that's what I can contribute with the profiles within VIPs. Yeah.
Another example would be to think outside the box, and one of them actually going to fly and meet your VIP. It's a fantastic idea. And it's sometimes, in fact, not most CRM campaigns are non-tangible. You can't smell them, you can't touch them, etc. And when you can send gifts in certain ways to your players, it changes the whole partnership and relationship between you and the player. There's one example where we were working with, I don't think I can name the operator, but it was the whole brand of the casino was around a pizza. And when the customers sign up, they basically tell the casino during the registration phase what is their favorite pizza. And when they get to a certain level, we API'd into Domino's in Sweden. And when a player gets to a certain level, it basically it orders their favorite pizza from Domino's Sweden. Within 20 minutes of them logging in, their favorite pizza rocks up at their door. So just by working on something that's tangible, where we could definitely touch it and you could definitely smell that pizza, and we saw every person that received a pizza, their value tripled compared to someone that hadn't reached that level. So thinking outside the box, using gamification, anything like that really works.
Amazing. Thank you so much for your vivid examples. I think you got many insights today and became closer to the future with personalized, automated CRM. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.